Ling Mei, or Ling Mei, or Lin Mei, or however her name is, however you say her Asian ass name. Why is she always rage bait in the black community? Why do black conservatives think that they are God's gift to black people? Why do they think that they've got some special knowledge from the fountain of truth? Why do they think that they're so high IQ? I'm so confused. Let's get into it.
If you consistently like Bouncer and you consume Bouncer's content, you're slightly low IQ.
So if you find certain content entertaining, specifically something to do with black urban culture or subculture or however you want to define it, if you watch a 10-minute, 50-minute, I don't necessarily watch Bouncer like that, but if you, I consume his content sometimes, bro. If you watch that kind of content as entertainment, as pure, you're just off work, you're just chilling. If you watch that, you're slightly fucking low IQ. What? Do you fucking read Macbeth at your break time or something? It's
funny.
And he's got a lot to say.
He said the one thing you have on him.
One thing that you've got over me is you know how to read. You get me, yeah? And you're half smart.
Is she? Is she really as smart as people make her seem? She's book smart. She might be book smart. That's cool. And she's very well spoken. I'll give her that. Nice little posh accent. Clearly never been in the hood. Whatever. It's calm, innit? And she's a goody two-shoe, so I'll give her that. But being logical is in this world, in our society, in this context, is making money. Being book smart should translate to making money. And if someone isn't book smart and he's making more money than you, because Bouncer's way richer than her, it ain't even a question, then that person is smarter because he's more logical, because he makes more money. Do you get what I'm saying? Who cares if you flipping know quotes from certain books because you're good at literature and English and you're the A star and shit? Like, no one gives a fuck. No one cares. If she was smart, she would have started a podcast time ago, and I do not think she has her own show. So I was like, bro, like, let's she might be on TV because she's well spoken, but bro, like, it's that intelligence.
So there's someone that knows how to read, that's on national TV.
I think if you consistently like Bouncer and you consume Bouncer's content, you're slightly low IQ. That's my view. Yeah,
really? I like Bouncer and I watch his shit.
And we read philosophy.
But you don't consistently only consume Bouncer like content. You will watch it.
What if they did? So what if they did? What if all you watch is Bouncer like content? So fucking what? Guaranteed flipping. Obviously, I don't know about these two, but a lot of people watch sports. Some people say sports is low IQ. Are you gonna say people that only watch sports are low IQs? Or is the low IQs is for peasants? Really, bitch? Really? Like, guaranteed those two watch anime. They just look like anime, and this is not a diss. I watch anime. Anime is fucking lit. She would think because she's a fucking light-skinned bitch, that, oh yeah, anime is cartoons. Why are you watching cartoons? I want my man to not watch cartoons. Bitch, what? Like, let me finish this clip and then just wrap it up in it.
Have a giggle, and then you'll also read a book, and then you'll also expose yourself to other things.
Yeah, I ain't watching the stream.
There are people out there that sit on their live streams or watch every single thing, and when you look at all of their internet history, it's all mini Bouncer.
One, if you consistently read books, how is that going to show up in your internet history, bitch? Like, unless you're reading from online platforms or you're flipping and listening to ebooks, but I'm pretty sure you're the type of person that thinks listening to ebooks is low IQ because, why are you not reading it? Like, if you like bitch, like. And for two, what do you think is entertainment? What is acceptable entertainment for high IQs like yourself, Lin Mei or Ling Ling or however the fuck you say your fucking name, Lin Mei? So you're the arbiter, you're the decider of what is intellectually high entertainment. Like, bitch, please, bro. Like, if it's all mini Bouncers, me personally, I think it's weird as well. No cap, like, I don't only watch shit that's just bare parasocial and that. At a time, I was focused on mainly sports. Like, I only watch sports. Like, 2016, if you was watching the NBA.
Yeah, but you can't hate on those people. I don't know, that's
hate on
just...
them.
You're saying diversify the portfolio.
To me, it is low,
I'm going to have to rebuke
low
that
IQ.
one. Personally, I think it's just like cultural snobbery.
Bingo. Like, she never really grew up in the ends. Maybe she's from London, I don't really know, but she didn't grow up in the ends. So she just looks down on the entire black community. Anything related to the black community that's parasocial, that's got to do with drama, she's just gonna assume it's low IQ. Like, bitch, like, not all of us fucking grew up only watching National Geographics. Like, bitch, like, do you get what I'm saying? And she clearly wasn't accepted by the urban quote unquote culture or whatever. So she went into a political space to shit on everyone in the black urban space. That's what she's done, and I'm glad that this guy's calling her out for it, because it's pure snobbery. Like, bitch, like, you're not fucking white, bro. They want all immigrants out if you haven't opened your fucking ears. They want all non-whites out if you haven't opened your fucking ears. And you're here shitting on your natural allies to pander to white fucking elites, bro.
What would you say he has to offer?
I think he's got an insight, a perspective. As you say, he can hold my attention, make me laugh. But I'm also a person that will pick up a book and do all the other stuff.
But this is the thing, for the whole attention thing, right? Genuinely believe anyone can do that.
What are you talking about? She's rage-baiting. She's rage-baiting. She has to be. But from her expression, she's being for real. If it's so fucking easy, why don't you have your own fucking show? Or why haven't I heard of it? Why haven't I seen clips of it? I only see you on other people's podcasts. I've seen you on Winners' podcast. And that's urban culture that you look down on, that is low IQ, quote unquote. So why don't you have your own fucking show, since you talk so much, since you've got so much to fucking say? Since you're such a great communicator, why don't you have your own podcast? Uploading on the internet is fucking free. I do this shit every single day or every other day or however many times I'm going to do in a week. It's not that hard. You're already baked. You're not famous. I'm not going to give you that. But people know you've got name recognition to a certain extent, and you're very political, and you pander clearly to a certain community. So why don't you have your own show? If it's so easy, and she's going to say, oh yeah, it's because you're just capping off his arse. Bitch, you cap as well. Just do what you've been doing. If it's so fucking easy. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, she's book smart, but Bouncer is actually smarter than her. And people are going to be like, oh yeah, but he doesn't really know how to speak, and like, he's not quick-witted. But he's more logical than her. Think about it, he's a objectively worse speaker, and Bouncer is still a good communicator. He's not a bad communicator at all. He's a good communicator. But objectively, compared to her, he's not really. And he's making money speaking, more money than her just speaking. Make sense. Who's more logical? Who is smarter? IQ is not a valid fucking metric, bro. IQ is a white man's metric. Like, who the fuck cares about what you've measured on a little test where they're gonna make you flipping solve some problems? Like, what? Who the fuck cares? Like, who the fuck actually cares? Like, that's what I'm saying. Black conservatives think they're God's gift to black people. They think they're philosophers. She thinks she's a modern day philosopher. Like, bro, what? Get the fuck out of my face, bro.
If I get a mic and start saying, like, I walked into a room and two of you were having a threesome, people are going to start looking at what I've got to say. No.
That's what you do to get views, beloved. That's actually what you do, bro. What's the difference between what your example that you just gave? Obviously, is more hyperbolic, obviously. But there's no difference between you. That's what you do. You rage bait the black community. You say, "Oh yeah, black people are this, black people." If you watch Bouncer like content, you're low IQ. What? And logically speaking, it's not necessarily bad, because it's a competitive market. Media is a competitive market. You're competing with legacy media. You're competing with every dickhead that's got a mic. Yeah. So obviously, to stand out, you might say some untruths, or you might have clickbaity titles, or you might rage bait just like you do, bro. And some people just straight up cap, which you do too, bitch. And yet, if you do all these things, that doesn't guarantee you're gonna get the eyeballs. So you can't say, oh yes, it's very fucking easy. If someone made a video saying what the example that you gave, do you think they're gonna get fucking 50 views? Or do you think they're gonna get 100 views? Let alone 10K, tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. Like you're coping, like you're seething and you're coping because he's doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is talking on the internet for a living. And obviously you're obviously making money off it or whatever, but not on your own platform.
Oh, I've made it up. A lot of these guys are making up stories. They're
Don't
making
tell
up
him about that. I
stories.
said, don't tell him about that.
Take what he said about ZZ Mills. Oh yeah, she's sniffing. He did about 5 videos about ZZ Mills sniffing.
Oh shit, I didn't see that, to be fair.
Bro, the space he's in is the urban gossipy kind of space. He's basically Shade Borough for the internet. He's basically like academics, but for the UK. He operates in gossip. That's his content. That's his content. Is he going to get everything right? Does the Sun get everything right? Does the BBC get everything right? What? Miss High IQ? So because he heard something and he repeated it a few times and there's a rumor and there might be clickbaity. And obviously I don't know anything about it, but if let's say it's not true, let's say she's right and it's not true what he's saying, I don't know. I don't even give a fuck. I'll be honest. Let's say she's right. Does that mean he's lying, or does that mean he's just working with this? His sources are unreliable. What? Like you're in media, don't you know this? Because if someone made the same argument about the BBC or the BBC, the only reason they're so powerful is because all they do is repeat lies. Is that argument going to stand if someone makes that to you? Miss High IQ. So, but you got one example. Well done, and you're probably right. I don't know, like sniff, ZZ Mills sounds a bit. But you're trying to say that speaking on the internet is fucking easy. You can't. When all you do is rage bait. Like who comes to you for no one's arguments? No one.
We have not seen any video
There's no
of
evidence
ZZ's
to suggest
so
that.
you're essentially praising a guy that has used a story
to
elevate and also to elevate his own position in some way.
I mean, that's not respectable.
For one, rage baiting your own community. Because it's more palatable if someone that is black is rage baiting the black community. Rage baiting the black community for views is not respectable. Yeah, for one. And for two, we don't know if he's doing it intentionally. And for three, last point, I'm not gonna make this long. Let's say if it was true and he made a couple of videos of that, and you tuned in, does that make you low IQ for tuning in? The fact that you know about the story and I don't, and I'm defending him, and you're trying to say people that consume this kind of content is low IQ. What does that say about you? Does that mean you're the exception? Let's say if it was true and you watched it. Let's say everyone tuned in. Let's say you got 1 million views. And are you gonna say everyone that watches is low IQ? Of course not, dumb bitch.